You thought you were getting rid of us, don't you? Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As you can see, we have upgraded the three of us with MotoKari. We'll be introducing her in a minute, so welcome. Of course, the grandfather HDR and Broncoride are here, so thank you.
Howdy.
Hey. Stopping in, say hello.
Hello.
So, Colin, who do we got in so far? I'm seeing.
Oh God, there's a lot of people in here tonight already, and we appreciate it. It's almost 50 people join us tonight. And let's see, I got to scroll through here. Anonymous Biker Bell Rides, N3 Pro, Henry. Moto. I see MotoKari in here. That's you right there. So I can't recognize you. Jeff Rice, Chip Seal Rider, Maurice, Pete's 1800, Harley. I just said HarleyDayRider.
Hey, I'm in there.
It's you right here. Hey,
Hi, how you doing?
Here. Mama Soph, who just came from Dad Mad. They had a great stream over from the UK. Terrain Midwest, Chuck. If I've missed anybody, I apologize. So welcome, guys. Always great to have everybody along in the side chat.
Wow.
I know I missed some people. I apologize. And thank you. Oh no, I gotta, Doug Morgan, he put on here last bit in the kitty. He gave us an $8 super chat.
What a guy.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it
very much.
What a guy. Thank you, Doug. Thank you very much. So we're sorry we missed you last week. We'll talk about that in a minute, but wanted to get started with just some introductions. And first of all, we are excited to have Carrie of MotoKari on. We have been working to try to make that happen for a couple months. So finally I wore her down and she agreed to come on. So thank you for that. Carrie. So we're just going to do some quick introductions. Tell us a little bit about you, your channel, what you ride, and anything else you're thinking about before we bombard you with questions.
Okay. I'm Carrie. My channel is MotoKari, as you guys know, on YouTube. I live in Northern California, specifically Sacramento area, which is basically sandwiched right between San Francisco and Lake Tahoe, and that's usually what most people know Northern California as, is one of those two landmarks. So I'm right in the valley. We still get the good weather here most of the time. So we're getting into fall here. It's getting a little cooler. So I ride a 2018 Triumph Street Triple R. I came to that by way of Sir Flesh Wounds. He has a Street Triple RS. Got into the whole Triumph scene basically because of his bike. I was a bit of a Gixxer girl before that and got into the Triumph world and haven't really looked back since. So
Sir Flesh Wound. We were talking about that in our pre-show.
Monty Python.
In our pre-show green room. You got to explain that for people that are like me. How did that name come up? That's your husband, right?
It is, yeah.
Flesh wound.
Yes, tis but a scratch. I'm surprised he's not in the side chat, like derailing things right now, to be honest. He'll probably get in a few minutes. But so it's not like he's like a rabid Monty Python fan or anything like that. It's really just kind of a running joke because of the accident he was in a few years ago. It basically summarizing what happened, he broke his femur, his 3 ribs, fractured his one of the bones, like in the middle of his back, like hairline fracture. And as he's laying on the ground, the paramedics are talking to him. He's like, yeah, my pain level is like a 4. I'm fine. What are you talking about? Did I break my leg? And we're like, do you not see what's happening here? Like, this is more than just like a casual accident here. But yeah, he's just kind of like, yeah, it's what a scratch. And that's his personality. He'd just water off his back a lot of the time.
So what is Monty Python?
Bob, I got to teach you this, man.
What is
really
you need to see it.
It's the best. Monty Python is outstanding.
Is there anybody in the chat that has not seen Monty Python, or am I the only person alive?
I believe you're the only one.
The only person alive. Yep.
Really? Wow, That's just not right. So, Carrie, hey, thank you and welcome for that. I appreciate you educating me. I was a sheltered child. So, Mr. HDR HarleyDayRider, the godfather of motor vlogging, you want to introduce yourself?
Well, at least he said Godfather this time. So kiss the ring. Kiss the ring. Kiss the ring. Instead of grandfather, like, look at the gray beard, which my wife figures that I better never color again. She said, leave it grow natural.
Did you put Just for Men on before the show? Obviously, it didn't work.
It's a new.
I like you natural, dude. It looks good.
It's a new tint. It's a tinted Just for men.
The gray look.
It's called Just for Pre-Dead. Anyway. Hey folks, hi. I'm HarleyDayRider, your good old friend HDR. If you have not watched today's video, please go over and watch it because it is absolutely sucking. So we need views, at least another couple thousand. But hey, I ride a 2018 Honda Goldwing. No, I don't. I ride a 2018 Road Glide Ultra. Thank you. And yeah, it's good to be here, Carrie. It's good to have you on board with us tonight. Your videos are amazing. If you have not seen her videos, go over and hit that sub button right now. No, wait, right after the show. And
you can't do it now. Sorry, you're gonna have to wait.
Yeah, you have to wait. You can't leave this show because it's way too important. Okay, good, Bronco.
We got big news tonight. You're right. This is way too important to go off.
Way too.
So I want to recognize a couple people already. Mike BoDean for dropping in $20 in the super chat, and to Beard for doing the 10. We really appreciate it. That it's kind of a good segue. A little bit later, we might be doing something with the super chat. So I'll let Bob talk about that when he gets to it. So my name is Colin. I go by Broncoride on YouTube. I ride a 2017 Harley-Davidson Street Glide Special. And I live in Southern Maryland, and I'm really glad to be here.
Awesome. And I am BoDean 52. I go by the name of Bob. I am your host tonight. So thank you for showing up. Just real quick, a lot of people sent me notes about Mrs. BoDean that, as many of you know, slid off the back of my truck and broke her hip.
No, you pushed her?
Well,
off of the road.
Yeah, next time she'll be a little nice, and maybe I won't help her get off.
Maybe she'll learn next time.
So she is doing better, and we were not on last week because we had a visitor at our house for a couple of weeks, and guess what? You're right. We had the beer virus, so we are getting through that now, and some of the folks know that have reached out, so we appreciate that. We're all healthy and good to go. So
wait, you promote the virus by buying its Corona beer? I don't understand.
It seemed right.
That was some nice symbolism there, Bob. I was proud of you there.
Because we don't use the word. So I thought, beer virus sounded right.
Yeah, why not?
On a serious note, that I'm cool. I'm glad that you guys are okay. It seemed like it, you had a mild form, and now you went out and bought the Corona beer. So looks like life is back to normal again.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It is. So thank you for that. 2020 can't keep us down for sure. So a little different tonight. We're going to do the questions like we normally do with MotoKari. She does know the questions ahead of time, but we changed them just to screw with her a little bit. So,
oh yeah, we didn't tell her that.
Yeah. Her flesh wound got a hold of us and said, "Hey, can you ask these instead?" So,
I knew
sorry.
Behind it.
Jack doesn't know them yet, but we'll go through those and we'll do the rapid fire questions, and then we are going to have a giveaway. All of the super chats that we've gotten together, we are going to give that money back today. So we'll talk about that. You got to be here at the end to gain your prize. Otherwise, Jack says he's keeping it. So, and at the end, we got a big announcement coming up. If you don't already know it, because Broncoride let it out of the bag on his video today. But,
yeah, I kind of did let it out of the bag a little bit. Sorry.
That's all right, man. Don't worry about it. It's only the show.
We talked about it before.
That's all right. Do a video. I got to go watch this video. I'll be back. I got to go.
All right, we'll see you in an hour.
Yeah. All right.
Holy crap.
MotoKari, we are super excited.
Bob, look at this. Look at Bob Nelson.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Bob.
Bob, you didn't have to do that.
Bob, that is incredible.
Bob, we'll send it back. Thank you, though.
Yeah. Thanks, Bob. Coming back to you, man.
Grandbaby needs a new pair of shoes.
That's right.
Thank you so much, Bob.
Yeah, that is. We just did a video today on how cool our community is, and that just kind of shows it, right? It's not about the money; it's about the community we got. So, but we're here to talk about Carrie. I am super excited. Been following you for a long time, and really got some questions that I know hopefully will hit home with you. So, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. The first one, you recently been doing training at, I think I call it Corner in School, but I think it's called Superbike Coach. Can you tell us about that?
So It's an interesting program. The whole thing has been started by a gentleman who used to be a wild card rider for MotoGP. His name's Kanakaya, and he runs this program. They have all kinds of different classes that you can take. You can do the quartering school, which was basically my introduction to it, and that's a lot of the riders around here know it as the cornering school. And there's other courses like a wheelie class, the knee down class I just took recently. He has a track academy, so he's got all kinds of different plans. Basically, he really focuses on developing riders more than just like parking lot programs. To me, I don't really have a way to compare it against like another advanced rider course, but to me, it's like an advanced rider course on steroids. And this, what I really, really enjoy about how he teaches and his particular program is he's very direct. So if he's trying to give you feedback on something, he's going to tell you like straight up what you're doing wrong and how to fix it. But then he's also tackling some of the mental demons that you tend to deal with on a bike. So I know for a lot of people that do the cornering school, there's some hesitation about like, well, how far can my bike really go one way or the other? So he's teaching you techniques, and it kind of breaks down a lot of those mental demons that you're dealing with. So just over the course of 2 of those classes, and there's a third that I still have yet to take next year, but it's really unpacked a lot of the apprehension I had around writing, and it's basically kind of taught me, and I think a lot of other people that take this program, the bike is not going to fail you. You're going to fail the bike before it fails you. So knowing that and just kind of having that in the back of my mind has gone such a long way with building confidence with writing. And that's, to me, that's such a huge thing. And you see it with all of the folks that take this class, like how far they progress and how much they're able to accomplish. So it's been a really, really awesome experience taking that program. It's definitely taught quite a bit.
That is awesome. I've been watching a couple of your videos on that. I'm like, that woman is crazy. But it gives you a lot of confidence, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah. It's empowering. You really, like, for having such apprehension, that's something I've been pretty open about, is I've had a lot of anxiety around writing. Like, it could be just traffic or what's my bike going to do in a certain situation. And it's really just completely broken down 90% of my fears. So now it's like, what's next? What else can I do? And I took the knee down class on kind of a whim, like maybe I can do this. And I did, and that's
cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, really cool. How much is it? Is it mental or technique in your mind?
Great question. Probably 70-30, because you can learn the technique, but then trying to like piece it together like in the moment, and doing that, like getting the knee down and like constantly hanging off the bike, getting exhausted, like that extra like 20-30% was completely mental.
Hey, Jack, do you remember when we had our knee down when we fell off and we were putting a kickstand down?
But I remember when you kept splashing water on me in the paddle boat when I was trying to like steer. You had your hand on mine, and we're trying to turn the paddle boat.
Thank God for the crash bar. We'd have to wear those things on our knees, man. I mean, that's So, Carrie, that is super cool, and I know everybody's going to want to check out your channel. It already hasn't, but the videos that you have on that are super cool. So, thanks for sharing that with us. So, all right, this is a question for the whole group, and Carrie, we'll start with you again. How do you feel about doing collaborations with other moto vloggers? Have you done any? And then I guess, what's your definition of a collaboration? I think, Colin, you're the one that brought it up, right? Is it moto vlogging with somebody, or is it meeting with somebody for a purpose to enhance your channel? Or just curious what you've done. I know you've done some live streams with, I think it's Ray, who's here, by the way, some other folks. So just wanted to get everybody's take on that.
So that's a great way, actually a great question though, as far as like, what do you define a collaboration as? And I would say, it's a live stream. It could be actually collaborating on a video, could be like a dual vlog. I think it's great to do it, both because you get to meet other people and kind of see how you learn more about their channel, who they are. But you also get to meet more people through those collaborations that you may not have been able to otherwise. And that to me has just been like one of the biggest pieces that I really enjoy is just all the different people that you meet.
Yeah.
I've done a few. So there's been live streams. I did the Behind the Helmet, which was a little bit of a collaborative effort with the folks that were a part of that series. I did a collaboration recently with 333, and that was a lot of fun to do because it's that male versus female, and what do you know, what's your opinion on this sort of thing? And it was interesting to get his feedback on the same questions. So I think it's great. Anytime you get a chance to do it, absolutely go for it.
I think that's a great idea. How about you, HDR?
Yeah, I've done a few collaboration videos. There was these 4 guys in the mountains, all moto vloggers, all very good people. We even did a collaboration live stream when we were really like half kicked in the ass, almost drunk. I don't know.
I think we were pretty hammered.
I remember beer in the sink, beer in the garbage cans, and but anyway. But on a serious note, also with you guys, but with Be the Rider PA, we did one recently. Went to the mountains with our wives, and we did a pretty good collaboration video. But when I look at a collaboration video, it's not so much as what we did. Like, you know, you guys posted something, I posted. We all posted generally the same kind of thing. Myself and Be the Rider PA, I took both videos. He sent me his, and I joined them together. Like, what is it, the Bag and Brew guys, where they join their stuff together and come out with one video, and then he posted on his channel. So that was a pretty good collaboration, but that's kind of what I think more about it. And as Carrie said, the live streams, I feel is also very collaborative.
Yeah.
Bob, I don't know if you saw the 333 gave a super chat, so I want to recognize you. Thank you very much for that.
I did.
We're on like super chat heaven tonight. This is like more than we've ever received, so thank you, and we appreciate it. So to answer the question, Bob, I love doing collaborations. I mean, it all depends. I mean, like, it's all how you answer it too. I mean, I love riding with this community's freaking awesome, man. It really is. There's so many good people out there, and you know, and I've been blessed that over the years I've been able to ride with many riders that are on YouTube and not YouTube. I met some great people, you know, but it's cool that you can meet great like-minded individuals and just you can relate so much to them because A, they're on YouTube, and second, they ride, and everybody we've met. I mean, I know when we did the West Virginia one, right? So we all went to West Virginia, and it was funny, you know, because we had like 15, 20 people with their cameras, like all at the same time running around. But honestly, not even that. The people are great. And, you know, doing collabs with different riders, and, you know, obviously we've rode together and we've done dual vlogs, but I can't stress enough how awesome this community is and such great people that we have, that I've met, and I know you guys have met through doing YouTube, and it's what it's all about, man. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, you know what? I agree with all you guys. I don't have any great feedback other than, you know, Carrie, I think is right. Colin, Jack, you hit it too. Is, you know, we got a great community, and I think we all ride together. I think Carrie kind of hit it. I think there's an advantage, and not only do I like Carrie and her channel, but I thought Carrie is a little bit different than us in what she does from a riding perspective, right? Mm-hmm. She's not all moto vloggers. She does a good combination of moto vlogging and live stuff, as well as the training she's doing. I think for me, it's kind of one of those, I want to do a little more collaboration with some additional folks that maybe aren't like me, if that makes sense, right?
Jack, when are you going to do the collab with the makeup channel that you've been talking about?
Yeah. Can we talk about that?
Oh, no.
That's what I thought you'd say.
There it is.
And the 3 pastors that have been watching our channel just left.
Hey, you know what? I just thought something. The YouTube cannot like demonetize the video when you say it that way, huh?
Good point.
You're number one to us too, Jack.
You wait until I text you after the show. Oh,
we're like 20 minutes in, and Carrie's like, "What am I doing here with these guys? Please call me and tell me there's an emergency." All right, Carrie, you ready?
Oh.
We're ready for another one. You registered for the Ironman, correct? So let me hang on a minute because this is important. I want to get feedback from everybody. You registered for the Ironman. So can you tell us exactly what that is about? And
oh man, these are some good chips.
Oh, the best pizza ever.
And barbecue
Oh,
and pizza.
Hey, Colin,
Seriously,
you want one? I
after
got an
Dad
extra
and
one.
that stream.
Oh no,
Pizza.
Muslim.
Hey, can you send me one of those over?
Okay.
I got
Oh
some
my
chili too.
god.
Oh man, potatoes and gravy.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Dang it, I'm hungry. Dinner's after this, man, too. You got all right. It's on. So Ironman is that it basically, a lot of people know it as the triathlon that's on TV. So it's not the actual race in Hawaii that I'm doing, but it's the same event. So it's a for metric here, it's a 4K swim, 180-kilometer bike, and then a marathon run. US metrics, it's a 2.4-mile swim, a 112-mile bike, and then a full marathon. You do it all on the same day. You have a 17-hour cutoff to finish everything, and if you finish in 17 hours or less, you get the title of Ironman. So this is going to be Ironman number 3, and the reason I signed up, because I quit. Like, I sold my bike, I sold almost all my gear like 4 years ago. I found out that it's coming to Sacramento. It's literally in my backyard. I think like the start finish line is like 15 minutes away from my house. So as soon as I saw that, I walked out into the living room and told my husband, I'm like, yeah, babe, I'm coming out of retirement on this triathlon thing. I'm sorry in advance for the next like 2 years of my life, but this needs to happen again. But I'm just reading the chats, like I decided to put down my cheeseburger so I could type. So training is going to be pretty intense. It's not so bad right now. It's a lot of just what I'm doing, but just more frequency, I guess. But then as it gets into like April next year, there's going to be swimming in the lake here, getting used to that. More running, more cycling. I see that food. That's so me. We're not even in the like, when you get into like the throes of training, you get like hangry. Like hangry is literally a thing, and you just eat. And yeah, and I'm seeing all the pizza and everything, but it's going to be a lot of food. But it's
Colin
nice.
is still eating.
It's good. This is a cream cheese muffin.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Carrie, I want you to know that both Jack and I voted that this whole little gig was a bad idea, but we're influenced easy, so we apologize for that.
It's
The three of us are
hilarious. I love it.
influencers. So if you,
You know
start
what?
eating chips and cream cheese,
All kidding aside, I hope on some of your upcoming stuff on your channel that you talk about how you're doing with that, because that is major respect for not only being able to do that, but the training and all the hard parts. So congratulations. We're behind you for sure.
Can I beer and cupcakes don't go well together.
No?
No, I'm just saying, if you guys, for future reference.
Focus, Colin. Focus.
so if your camera
shuts
shuts off, we know where you're running
But I
to.
still have the rest of my pizza.
Yep. Oh, folks.
Pizza, beer, chips. Oh man.
Oh
That's
man.
right. That was just wrong, all of you.
It was.
I'm sorry I was a part
It
of
was
it.
hilarious. It was awesome.
All right. Question for everyone. Actually, Carrie, I got this idea from one of your videos, so people will be able to check that out when they see your channel. Is getting a viral video something that is critical that you strive to do? And what view count on one of your videos makes you happy? You're like, that was a good video. We'll start with you, Carrie.
So, is it something that's critical to go viral? Not really. Just because there's always that thought, and this is just kind of my own thoughts based on what I've seen with other folks, is, something goes viral and just really picks up and becomes popular overnight. It's because of something very, very specific, or it's like a situation that exists in a vacuum. So if they go, like, they discover you based on this video, and then they look at your other content and they're like, well, I don't see this anywhere else, then it's like it brings people to your channel, but then they leave. So it's good that it brings people in, but it's not something that maybe sticks. But view count, that's a tricky question. Just because from a number standpoint, you want to substantiate your work, your success, right? What you're putting out on YouTube. Really just any number, because and this is going to sound kind of cliche. I'll just throw it out there, but since the beginning, like when I've made videos and put them out there, just made content, period, and put it out there, and anybody watches it, it's like someone actually took the time out of their day to watch what I made, and that's incredible to me. It doesn't matter if it's 50 people, it doesn't matter if it's 5,000, whatever it is. I hope it brought value, and I'm in awe that they spent that time watching me, because there's millions of channels out there. So that there's not really a number where I'm like, okay, this is successful or this isn't. It's just as long as people enjoy it.
That is awesome. I can't agree more. I can't agree more. HDR, how about you?
I had one the other night. It was going to go viral. Definitely. Mrs. HDR was in the kitchen, and I picked up her hand, and I bit her finger. She kept going, "Oh, HDR biting my finger. HDR is biting my finger." But I didn't film it, so it couldn't go viral.
Then it never happened.
That never happened.
Yep. Right. So,
Exactly.
But you think about it, when you look at a viral video, that's the crap that hits. And Carrie's absolutely right. It all depends when, human beings wake up. It's like, what am I interested in today? Our kids were telling us last night, there was some young football player running around, jumping up and down through the locker room in his whitey tighties, and it got like billions of views. It's like something so idiotic and stupid. But we do. Carrie, I'm sure you do, and I know these guys do. You put a lot of time and effort in your videos, and you post them up there, and you get 120 views. You're like, why the hell did I do that? Why am I wasting my day? You have to think about your time. Time is valuable. So I look at, from you guys, thank you, telling me about analytics. So now I watch, if the video is doing better than expected, then I'm happy. If it's falling like 8, number 8, and Colin was showing me last week or so out of 10, I'm not really pleased with it. So I guess that's where I'm at. But Carrie, you're right. I mean, if somebody's watching it, I always say, if somebody's watching me, then that's great, right? Somebody's taking their time to watch it. But how can you have 4,000 or 5,000 subscribers and get 100 views? That's kind of a kick in the ass, if you think about it. So, I mean, I don't know, but that's how I feel about it. I mean, I'm glad you brought it. It's a very good question. I'm glad you brought it up, because I know a lot of people are trying to get subs and they don't really care about their views, but the views are where it's at. I can sub your video and never look at your stuff ever again. So, you want these people coming back. So,
Jack, it's interesting you say that. I know that the three of us have been texting back and forth. I don't know about you guys, but over the last 3 weeks, and maybe it's because we're doing one video a week type deal, it seems like the activity has gotten a lot less, right? I think for all of us, really, which is a little surprise to us. So, at the end of the day, if and Colin and you and I talked about this, if that bothers you a lot, then we're doing it for the wrong reason, right?
Yeah, but I think honestly, a big part of it is because all of our viewers, honestly, right now, are watching us do this live. They're waiting for the live. They don't want to see us on the bikes anymore. That's old news. They want to see us as being real people. I think that's huge.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's an important.
First,
piece
I
of
want
it
to
too,
thank
retaining people. Sorry.
Yeah,
No,
retaining
go ahead.
people.
Go ahead.
No, I'm thinking from a human standpoint. I mean, that's another thing. Like the people keep coming back because they relate to something about you, and that's something like with your lives is you guys are human beings and relatable, and that's what tends to draw people back, and that's more important than getting like a ton of views on a video, I think.
Yeah, that's nice.
I completely agree. At first, I wanted to recognize Dad Mad for a super chat. I don't know if we said it earlier, so thank you very much. Over in the UK, they were just on a stream with his daughter, so thank you guys very much for that. So, I mean, Carrie, kind of what you said. I mean, it all depends on why we go into YouTube. I mean, the Bob and Jack know this. I do it for reasons because I enjoy this medium of meeting people and getting to know people in the community, not to try to be the biggest, not to try to be the best. I do it because I enjoy riding and I enjoy filming, I enjoy talking, I enjoy telling stories. So if a viral video comes up, sure, I mean, that's great, but ultimately it's not a barometer of who you are. It's basically you come in, and I do YouTube to share stories, and normally I just did a video that's completely not normal to me. I kind of was a little bit passionate on some topics. Let's just put it that way. But it felt good doing it. It felt good doing it that I shared some different passions that I have around some things that are going around in the world today. And that's not like me, because I try to keep it just real and have fun. But at the same time, it's okay to be yourself. I always, and I hate the word preach because I don't like preachy people, but I think it's good to let loose once in a while, like I just did. And all the videos we do, if people like it, they'll watch it. We do it because we enjoy the medium. We enjoy it because we meet people. And I mean, look at it. We've got over 80 people watching right now in this community. And that's so freaking cool. That's so cool that we could sit back and enjoy everybody in the side chat and know that we get it. We're all together as one big community. So a viral video happens. Awesome. I definitely don't go out of the way to try to do that. I don't know, Bob, to answer your question, if there's a barometer or a number that I have to hit, as long as people are enjoying it, that's what's important. I think, it's nice to get 1,000 views or 500 views, but as long as it resonates with people and as long as somebody got something out of it, that's more important to me.
Yeah, I would agree, guys. It's and Jack, you got me kind of started in this, right? I was fortunate when I first started YouTube to be at Bike Week in Daytona, so I did a video every night, and that's really what kicked off my my channel, right? But a lot of those people, I think, that watch that video are probably still not watching my channel, right? So that's really not what it's about. And I think it's the comments and everything else that and the friends that you meet that matters, right? Not how many folks that you.
I don't know if people. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if people realize how much we appreciate the people that tune into these shows. It's insane how the three of us, when we talk, guys, and how he's like, wow, it's really cool that week in, week out, people take the time to spend an hour out of their night just to chat with us. And that's, goddamn, that's cool as hell. If you think
I think when we did the first show, we might have had 20 people.
Yeah, it's
crazy. It really grew.
I just want to say, right on, man. That's cool as hell that we have people that do that. And I'm not trying to get sentimental or anything, but I'm being really serious. I can't thank. It's been rewarding for me, and I know you guys too, that as we've done these and just enjoy the community that we have, and everyone's so damn cool. So thank you.
You know what? Your softer side is quite refreshing because you're cussing at Jack and I when you're texting us and telling us we're jerks. So
you don't need to tell people that. You don't need to tell people the truth.
All right. Hey, all kidding aside, you know what? Important stuff. Ty, welcome. Right? Ty was just recently in an accident where a car hit him. I don't know all the details. He's in not apparently good enough shape to come to the show. So if you ever think you're too busy to come to the show, Ty's on here. But him and his wife, somebody hit them. So keep your prayers out for them and your support for him. Go check his channel out. And that's what we're about, right? Taking care of each other. And we got a pretty cool community. So Ty, thanks for showing up, man. I hope you feel better soon.
Good to see you, Ty.
All right.
Absolutely. I've got muffin in my mouth, but thank you.
All right. Carrie will be consulting with Colin on his eating habits after this. So, all right, one more question before we go to rapid fire, and that it would be for you, Carrie. Many of our friends that have been on the show and are in the chat are from California, and considering it's snowing at my house right now, make me that's the real Colin right there. Make me the tell us about the pros and cons of riding in California.
So, I can't with Colin. That was hilarious. So I think the biggest pro, it isn't even really to do with the weather, but just being able to lane split. I think that's probably the biggest pro for being here. Weather, obviously, because we don't really get riding seasons per se. We get some rainy periods, and the weather might get a little unpredictable in the spring or just really, really hot in the summer. But if you can just learn to ride through it, or you've got the right gear for it, it's not anything that's prohibitive to keep you off your bike. So we're close to everything too, and that's something I hope to be able to explore a bit more in the future, is just being close to things like Tahoe. Oh, what else? Yosemite. Obviously going out to the Bay Area. The Redwoods are a few hours away. So this is like prime riding real estate to me, is being here in California. But the drawbacks, we do get extremely hot. Like, I think the hottest I've been in is 100 and I want to say like 113 or 114, something like that, which others have ridden in weather that's just as hot. So that's not really out there. We get really unpredictable weather in the spring. Again, like you'll check the weather and it'll say like, oh, it might rain today. Okay, I'm gonna throw on my gear. I'm gonna go ride. Like, I'm gonna go ride to work, and then it dumps on you and you ride home. Like, there's just no consistency in the spring, and that's really the worst of it. Like, not to rub it into you guys, I'm so sorry, because I know it's like 30 degrees and snowy and miserable. See, this is the payback for the food. Is I'm gonna talk to you about my weather.
Are you sore about the whole food joke?
This is the payback for it.
I'm gonna eat goldfish for the rest of the show.
Oh no. Hold on, and the rustling just goes on. Oh.
Oh my God.
Hey, Monster, thank you. We're gonna have to put some more food apparently in the kitchen after the show. So that is awesome. You know, Bell's Rides, there's a lot of folks, Rob, that live out that way, that are good friends of the show. So we keep riding and making videos for us. All of you that are in warm weather, please, because right now at least my bikes are covered up. So we need you for sure. So,
Carrie, how far are you away from Yosemite?
Probably about 3.5 hours, maybe.
Wow, that's awesome.
I haven't been since I was like maybe 11 or 12, but I want to say it was about a 3.5 hour drive.
I know we brought this up a couple weeks ago in one of our shows, but I would love to lane split. I'd love to be able to do that out here, but unfortunately, it's not legal.
Yeah, it's pretty fun though. You will one day.
Sorry, I keep eating goldfish. These are really tasty.
And by the way, Robin has a guest room, and she said we could come out. So, Colin, do you want me to pass on the questions so you can continue eating?
Oh my
Hey,
God.
Colin's in that challenge. We decided to do this challenge for the New Year. It's called the Squishy Butt Challenge. So as big as you can get your butt and as squishy as you can get it.
That's why he wears those diaper things he calls moto skivvies.
They're the best.
Wonderful.
All right, rapid fire time. Are we ready?
Yes.
Ready.
All right, Carrie, we're starting with you. I think I know this answer. You love or hate snow?
Nah, pass.
Jack?
I hate it.
I love it because I like skiing.
Really?
That's good
I'm a
reason.
skier, so I'm a fan of snow.
So what's more important to you, riding a motorcycle or skiing?
Riding, but for 2 months skiing.
Why don't you start a skiing channel? We love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I already have.
What do we call that?
Skiing with Colin, or whatever name he calls it. He can call
Whatever
it,
name I call
Hey,
it.
he can call it Skiing Adventures and be like, "Hello, this is Colin. I'm out skiing."
I hate snow. I don't know why I live in Michigan. It's just ridiculous. Okay. Would you ride to work every day if you cold? Colin, are you spelling stuff for me?
Am I what?
If you could, would you ride every day to work? Harry?
I did for 4 years. Yep, I would do it. If we were still going to the office, I'd still be riding.
And you made a video on it, if I recall.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Jack?
Yeah, if the weather was good every day and decent, yeah, I would ride to work every day.
Okay.
Have you guys ever had baked goldfish?
I don't like gold.
Really good.
Yeah, the cheese is just not me.
I'm not trying to make fun of Carrie with the Ironman thing, but I can't stop eating these things. I guess I need to.
They're baked? Really?
Yeah, see?
Wow.
You know what that is? I heard that you guys just legalized marijuana. I think you spoke too much before the show.
Hey.
I don't know, but these things are
Like hot goldfish?
Holy cow.
Now it all makes
Okay, I'll
sense.
stop eating, I promise. So to answer your question, absolutely I would. Can you hear me as my mouth is full?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a great.
Yeah,
it's a
I
great.
mean, I would. I mean, I love riding to work. Actually, it's good. And the only problem with riding to work, excuse me, is sometimes getting in the car early. If you're late, getting in the car, it's easier because you don't have to get all geared up. But if I could, I would ride, definitely.
Yeah, I would ride every day if I could. Yeah. That is for sure. All right, Carrie. I don't know why everything's around food tonight. Maybe it's because of your athletic ability. But what's your favorite food on the grill when you're not?
Can you catch a goldfish, Carrie? Here, hold on, watch it. No.
Hey, that was pretty good visual effect.
I gotta tell you what, the show is going to hell. We're just going downhill. It's not good. Gary, how do you like on the grill?
I'm old-fashioned, just hamburgers.
What's that?
I'm old-fashioned, just hamburgers. I'm good with that.
All right. Zach?
I think my favorite thing is glazed lamb chops.
Really?
Yep.
Anything from a cow.
Yep. Agreed. Cow.
Cow. Yep. Cow is the best.
Cow. By the way, we bought a quarter cow a month ago. It's a great idea. The food is it's so much better. I don't know why we haven't done that. So, and you don't. I guess you're not eating carbs right now, Carrie, but you're gonna have to carb up soon. So have some bread, right?
Have some fruit. I don't even do bread.
You got 60 minutes. You got 60 minutes to ride. Do you have a go-to route?
Yes. If it's 60 minutes or less, it's probably the route that's on a lot of the videos, and it goes through kind of a quiet neighborhood. There's usually not a lot of cops out there, and then it ends up on Winding Way. And it's peaceful. There aren't a lot of really bad drivers or there's not a lot of traffic. So it's really nice, just therapeutic route just to get out there and go around a couple times.
So why do cops matter?
No reason.
Jack cannot go through neighborhoods because he's not allowed to do that because stop signs are optional when he rides. So how about you, HDR? You got a go-to ride?
I do. You can see a lot of those on a lot of my past videos I talked about, and I think everybody has this. I have what I call the short loop, the mid loop, and the long loop. Like Carrie says, just normal roads around my house that I could just hit really quick, come home and kind of loosen up your, clear your head a little bit.
Got it. Colin?
I have a lot of back roads, maybe like a lot of country. So, I mean, I have a couple go-to routes that are like, maybe 15, 20 miles long. And I like riding because I like hanging out with the Amish people. So like when I come up and, ram and ride when the horses are in the carriage, and I kind of I enjoy that. I don't know. I like all the Amish people that are out. I'm surrounded by Amish people.
What was the comment on your video 2 or 3 ago about blowing by the Amish dude? I think.
Well, I thought I was going to pummel. I think I said I'm going to pummel the Amish dude if he doesn't get out of my way.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So now the 3 pastors that have been watching our live feed and the Amish folks are gone. So
no, they're really gone.
That's funny.
Apologize. You know what? Ohio is PA is the same way. Great place. I do love. Amish people intrigue me for some reason. I do love riding out there as well. So I got to go to route as well. So, all right. Now this is an important question. If you're not paying attention, focus on this one. This is our best and most important question that we've had all of our live feeds since March. Gary, we're going to start with you.
Okay.
Do socks have they go on?
So
we need comments in the comment section too. This is important.
I'll let you talk, but go ahead. I'll shut up till I get to my turn.
Is that possible?
No.
All right.
So in the context that you've had a pair of socks that you put on in the morning and you have to take them off for whatever reason, and then they just mold to the shape of your feet, and then you go to put them back on later, and this is assuming they're not gross or anything like that. You put them, they have designated feet, and same thing like Whit just said, my running socks are labeled. I have same exact thing. I have compression socks that are left and right. So they have sides.
See, that's why Carrie is on the show. Right there. Brilliance. Just brilliant.
Wrong.
Colin's ready. He's just like,
unbelievable.
let me go.
Dude, I don't know what Motor what's wrong with you, dude? I just watched one of your videos and you're saying I'm weird. Jack, how about you?
Bob, I want to ask you, do you interview your guests before you invite them on the show? Because, you know, this is kind of strange. Like, I normally have like certain interview questions I ask my guests, like, do you wear a sock on your left and right? And they're like, hell no, never. But whatever, Carrie, that's fine. I mean, everybody has their own way of doing things. But no, I do not believe a sock has a specific foot that it needs to be on.
Oh my God. I feel like I don't even know you.
When you buy socks, do they have a left and right on it? Yes or
We
no?
only have 13 minutes left, Colin. Go
Yes
ahead.
or no? Do they have a left and right on the sock? Exception of compression socks for Carrie over here, and I agree with that. But most socks that you buy, do they have a left and right?
It just says pair.
When you buy a pair of white socks or dress socks, yes or no?
I am not talking about what the socks say on them, dude.
Answer the question. Do they have a left and right?
No.
You just answered your question.
I know. Perfect.
So they do not have specific feet. Now, I know what you're going to say. You're going to wear.
What was that? I can't hear you. Oh,
What? Huh?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Colin.
Well, no, I don't know why this is like such a passionate subject with me about socks, but it's the truth that they do not have a left and right. And even if they do,
that'd be like saying your underwear have a left and right cheek. Well, I guess they do if you put them on front.
a left and right testicle, but for the most part, if you think I mean, think about this. When you put up pairs, like your sock that fits on your left will fit on your right just as well.
Yeah,
Am I mistaken?
Yes, you are actually.
No, come on.
So
Let's see what everybody else said here.
So let me explain this to you, and then we can move on because Collins had to go to therapy because I mentioned this.
It is. It's total.
So if you
put
put
my mind over the sock question.
If you put a sock on, obviously your big toe makes more of an impression on the right of the sock if it's your left foot than your pinky toe does. So if you wore those socks for a couple hours and you took them off and you put them down
I'd wash them.
You wash them.
Can you work with me here for a minute, dude? So they will then form to your foot. Either it goes on the left or it's right, and that's the way it's supposed to be, and that's just right. So
can you mute him, Jack?
No, you can't. So I'm just saying that yes, there is. So I don't know. Carrie, all right, we're moving on. Thank you for being here. I should have muted both. This should have just been a question for you.
2 versus 2.
Ever think of taking a break from producing YouTube videos?
I think we all have at some point. But the way that I look at it, like it's tempting. Sometimes it feels like it's an exercise in futility. But if I stop, then I'm gonna look back in 6 months or a year or 5 years down the road and think like, well, where would I be now if I'd actually not quit or not taken a break? So that's kind of what keeps the ball rolling there.
Agreed. By the way, we're just going to keep this comment on from the
Thanks,
Mr. Turner. Thank you, brother. You've always been my favorite.
Can I mute him?
Comment pinned.
HCR, how about you?
Well, you guys know I have my other channel, Jack's Tech Corner. It's 42 Techno Man. I ran that channel for years. It's got like 22,000 subscribers. And you get to a point where I think you run out of things to say. Just like think when you're on the moto vlog, everybody's like, what topic do I talk about? You just get out of things to get you run out of options. And when you're teaching stuff on the internet, I taught the whole program like 9 times. How can I teach it again? So I backed away. In a year, though, honestly, I lost probably almost 900 subs off of that channel. So I'm kind of rebuilding it now, rebranding it. So, but yeah, sometimes you need to step back and see if it just all makes sense. I think that's the best way to say it.
And Ty, while you're healing, man, we'll all be here for you and can't wait to get you back on the bike when you're ready and back to your channel. So, all right, Colin, how about you?
I enjoy doing this. I mean, I when I start to think if it becomes a job, then I'll take a break. Mm-hmm. You know, I look at it as something I enjoy, and just even if it's just getting out for a little bit, just talking about stuff and enjoying life. And I mean, in the winter months, it's a little bit difficult. I don't have 6 months worth of content like Bob and Jack do that have videos up through till June. You know, I'm normally the guy that it's true. I'm normally the guy that just kind of films 1 or 2 a week and then just goes to town. But it's like I enjoy this, man. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy getting out and meeting people and just sharing stories. So, I mean, no, I actually don't think of taking a break per se. I mean, I might take a week off, but not taking a break for sure. I enjoy this too damn much.
I'm with you, and I just got a Blacktop Devils here. And by the way, brother, I appreciate your support. He's one of the first guys that was on our channel and is always here. I would tell you, it would be sad if Blacktop Devil took a break. But he had a video today on his wife had him do crafts at home. So maybe it's time, brother. Maybe it's time. Don't go away long.
Yeah. You're digging for content, man.
That's right.
All right. Favorite Thanksgiving Day food? Carrie, hopefully you can take a day off and eat something bad for you Thursday.
I probably will. I'm looking up recipes for something with pumpkin in it, like pumpkin pie cheesecake. But I think like lifelong favorite Thanksgiving Day food, green bean casserole.
Nice.
You got it.
That's good. I agree.
Yeah.
Jack?
Mine has to also be green bean casserole. And I don't know why. Like, is Thanksgiving the only day that's made? I mean, it's so easy to make.
Do you guys put the French's, the onions, the straws on there?
On top, yes.
Oh, that's the best. I could eat that stuff year round, man.
Yeah, why do we only make it once a year?
I don't know.
That's a great question.
What's your favorite, Colin?
I have to be the same. I was gonna they took my answer. Don't shake your head at me.
How can you not like turkey? It's because you wear the wrong socks. Your brain's not thinking right.
No, whatever. Turkey is overrated. I mean, it's nothing wrong with it. I mean, the turkey sandwiches afterwards, like the day after, are outstanding.
Yeah.
Slap some mayonnaise on it and a couple slices of big thick cheese. That's the best. But the green bean casserole. Now out here, and like where I live, guys, this is kind of and I don't think it's around the country, but they have a thing called stuffed ham. You guys ever heard of that? Stuffed ham?
No.
So they do it it's like a Southern Maryland thing. I don't know.
My wife's from Southern Maryland. I know exactly.
So you know what I'm talking about, right? They got the cabbage and the kale in there, and you cook it, and you have to wait a day, and then you eat it actually cold, because you don't want to heat it up. But that's a really good dish. Stuffed ham.
What's in it? Kale and what else?
Kale, cabbage, spices. It takes like a day to cook. It's really tasty, actually. It's called stuffed ham.
Yeah.
I've only ever heard of it, but it's like a big thing out here where I live.
So Mrs. BoDean is from Southern Maryland. She grew up just a half hour from Colin, and she likes kale. And I think it is just about the nastiest smelling thing in the world. And she used to love it when I traveled because she could cook it all the time. Well, she cooked it last week, and I said, "What are you having?" She goes, "I'm having kale." And by the way, if you have the beer virus, I couldn't smell any of her kale. So
you were good with it.
So she's been eating kale for like a week for every meal because I can't smell any of it, which is.
Tell her she's got some good taste. I mean, it's actually pretty tasty. I never thought I would like it, but after I tried it, it was actually really good.
It's just.
And I'm not a kale guy either. Kale's by itself, it's pointless. When you put it in the ham, it's pretty good.
Favorite hot dog or hamburger condiments? Where did this question came up? Who came up with this? So, Carrie, you like hamburgers. What do you put on them? So we can get to know you.
All right. So I don't know what it is exactly. They have it at some of the restaurants. I'm guessing it's like a chipotle mayo type topping that it has like a lot of flavor in it, but they have it. And basically where my train of thought is going is Red Robin's Burn and Love burger.
Ooh,
and they have that
Red
sauce
Robin
on top. Yum.
The unlimited fries. I'm sorry, I could talk all day
Yes.
about Red Robin.
See, food is the way to our hearts. See, all we have to do is just talk about burgers.
all that
whatever
has
sauce.
Colin fired up today.
Yeah.
The royal burger with the egg. I'm sorry, I'll get off topic. Go ahead, keep going.
That was pretty much it. Just whatever they have. It's like the jalapeno bits, the sauce that's on it, just like that whole package is like my favorite burger right there.
Exactly. Jack, how about you?
Hot dog toppings would have to be ketchup, mustard, chili sauce, and onions. Hamburger condiments would have to be, I always get lettuce, onion, pickle, and tomato and mayonnaise.
Wow. But you're from Pittsburgh. Don't you put French fries on your hamburger?
We don't put French fries on anything. That's a misconception. Oh, by the way, Pittsburgh.
No, it's not.
Pittsburgh, hey, by the way, Pittsburgh does have this winning football team, like 10-0.
Shut up. Exactly. How about them Steelers?
Who cares?
Right.
I'm odd on this. I'm a cheese guy, so I like blue cheese on hot dogs, blue cheese and ketchup. It's really tasty, and on hamburgers too. I could eat blue cheese whole and then onions. So onion, blue cheese, and ketchup. What's that?
It smells like head cheese. Blue cheese stink. It's like mold in your cheese.
It is, and it's the best taste. I could take Roquefort and shove it in my face.
Take what? Mold and shove it up your face.
It's the best.
Next time I see you, I will. So,
and I'll eat it.
All right. Hey, we got one more important question, then we got the big giveaway, and then an announcement. So this one I know the answer to, but Carrie, you can't answer this one. Jack, we're going to start with you. Should people check out MotoKari's YouTube channel?
Oh, absolutely. You know what? It's one of the best motor racing channels on the internet. I think you're going to absolutely love it. And she's going to be an Iron Woman. I mean, and next thing you know, she'll be in Hawaii on that TV channel. And you'll be like, I know that woman, because you've seen her here first, because we were smart and we got her on our channel first. Thanks, Carrie, for coming. We appreciate you.
Bob turned me on to Carrie, a couple of weeks ago, and I've watched some of her videos. And Carrie, you got a good channel. You should very down to earth. You got some great topics, so definitely I would recommend it.
Yeah, Carrie, you've always been one of my favorites. We really appreciate you coming on. Did you have a good time?
I had an awesome time. It's such an honor to be a part of this. Thank you again, and this is a lot of fun. Definitely one of the more fun live streams I've been a part of. So thank you guys again.
She said honor.
She said fun. She said fun.
It's great. It's like the whole food thing. She forgot about it. It's awesome, man. I'll tell you what.
It's awesome. Good times.
Hey, a big thank you for being on. Encourage everybody. We never steer you wrong. The people that come on not only have good channels, but are good people. So check out MotoKari if you haven't. She's pretty fantastic. She's a good person. She's got great content, and check her out for sure. So MotoKari, thank you. First of all, for being on with us. It was an honor for us as well. So before we close down, a couple quick things. We do have some giveaway winners. So what we did is we took all of the money that we have gotten through the super chats.
But not tonight.
The super chat money that we got tonight, we will give away on our next win. How does that sound, guys? Is that all right?
That sounds good.
Yep.
But we do have 3 winners that were randomly picked, and they are going to get a $25 gift card. So you guys ready to find out who they are?
Now, yes, we'll go. And then you'll talk about at the end how they're going to get them.
I'm going to do that. Colin, let's start with you.
So $25 gift. And by the way, guys, pulling through all the live chats and getting all the people in there, and we did it the right way and making sure we did it honest. So we picked 3 names, and mine goes to a gentleman who's actually on here. Hopefully he's still on, but he's on week in, week out, is Maurice. And I hope I pronounce your name right. Nouveau. I know it's French, I think, but congratulations. You are a $25 gift card winner. So Maurice, if you're on, make sure you put in the side chat, say hello. If not, I'm going to keep it myself.
we were going to give anonymous money, but since he said pick me, we're not giving you anything. Sorry, dude. Just kidding. Jack, how about you?
I went over all the chats and all the people on the chats, and I decided to give it to somebody, and Miss HR said you can't give it to him because he's too close. But actually, I'm giving it to Henry, and the reason is Henry is so dedicated to these shows. You guys don't even realize this. He'll call me Sunday at noon and say, whose channel is the show on tonight? Because I have to be there. And so that is pure dedication, and I really appreciate him. Not only his friendship, but to this channel and what he means to this chat. So, Henry, you got $25,000 coming. I mean, $25 coming your way.
And Henry, you can't buy something for Jack with it, like
Christmas present, buddy. Hey, Christmas.
This is just you. And by the way, if you get a Christmas present from Jack and it's a gift card, tell him you want something else. So. And for me, it is Mr. Doug Morgan. Doug is here every week, always comments, active, I know, on all of our channels. So, Doug, appreciate that. And like Colin said, if you will send us, all three of us actually have Instagram channels. If you can go ahead on there and send us your address, we will get you $25 gift cards out. So, Henry, Maurice, and Doug, congratulations on being $25 winners, and we look forward to giving out some of that more money, because that's not what we do this for. So thank you, first of all, to everybody for that.
And the live chats tonight just surpassed all our weeks. So, great. Thank you guys very much. Let's see.
They'll have to, well, I guess we'll just have to get their email addresses, right? Yeah.
Yeah. If they send you a note on Instagram, they should be able to message you on Instagram. So
yeah, that's
you've heard of Instagram, right, Jack?
Insta what?
Instagram.
We just watched that's ran by the Chinese, and they're watching everything.
You post pictures and tag some people, and
it's the what you get when you get out of the iPhone 2. Like, so when you get an iPhone 3 or 4, you'll be able to get Instagram on it.
We just got the iPhone 12 Max. That's not a good one.
I'll bet $100 that didn't happen. So
I am a cheap bastard. I am cheap, very, very cheap.
I know.
That's why I got a GoPro 3.
We still love you, brother. So hey, and the last thing, and I'll ask Jack and Colin as well. So as you know, we've been doing this, I think, since March, guys. I was looking at my live chats today. I think I've hosted probably 10 of them. 10 to 12 of them, so it's been fantastic.
We started when Bob couldn't ride in
35 shows we've done.
We started when Bob couldn't ride in Michigan, if I remember correctly.
That's right.
That's right.
But you know what happens is life sometimes gets in the way. So for a couple of us, we have some challenges over the holiday with family stuff and work stuff. So we're going to have to take a little bit of a pause from us. We knew we wanted to end with somebody as fantastic as Carrie, but we are going to be taking off the next roughly 6 to 8 weeks. Hopefully it'll get started early mid-January, and we'll make sure that everybody hears about that. But just, from me, I want to thank everybody that's been a part of this. We are not going away for sure, just taking a little break, and we'll be working on content. I promise that the first show back in January will be our wives again, because that was probably one of our best shows.
Deadly.
That got all of us in trouble and sleeping on the couch. So, Jack, any final comments from you as we sign off and for a little bit?
No, I was just looking here real quick. Give me 1 second. But Carrie, thank you so much once again for being on. We really do appreciate that, and we appreciate you being here.
This is
just seeing
awesome.
here, but
thank you.
We do appreciate it. It's great to know people in California. Myself and my wife are planning on coming out that, and I don't know where you live opposed to where we're coming in the summer.
Ulterior motive.
In the summer, yeah. So we're taking a 3-week vacation on the bike. I almost have her talked into it, like almost. I'm pretty close.
Right,
so it should be a good time. So if we're in your area, we'll definitely look you up. I mean, maybe go to dinner or something with you and your husband. But yeah, thanks guys for. I do appreciate this long run. I was trying to look at my calendar, Bob. It looks like somewhere, I think around January 24th for the rebirth.
We haven't figured that out yet. So we're
24th or 31st. I'm pretty sure, pretty close. So anyway, but we do appreciate everybody out there. Thanks for coming each and every week, and we will see you back here very, very soon.
Carrie, it's been awesome. It's been great getting to know you, and thank you so much for joining us tonight and taking the time out of your week to spend some time with everybody in the side chat. Guys, obviously, the other two said we can't appreciate you guys enough in the side chat. You're the ones that make Jack and Bob and I enjoy this so much. We try to make this very interactive, and we can't thank you enough. I mean, I can't stress that. And actually, you know what? We kind of have a motto, and I don't mind sharing this with Jack and Bob and I. If one of us can't do it, we're not going to do it. So we're not going to do a substitute. We stick together as brothers. And then when we decided to do this, we did it as fun. But if something happens one week, you know what? We don't do it. So we decided as a group to say, you know what? We're all going to do this together. And the best time to do it is come back and hopefully, like, you know, Jack said a minute ago, by the end of January. We haven't solidified that yet. But I can't thank you guys enough. I think about it, guys. 34, 35 shows we've done over the past, you know, year, and for a thing that we just did on a whim, just to enjoy it. And each week in, week out, just the different people that join us and all the different guests. What a freaking awesome community we have. You know,
Oprah didn't make Oprah didn't make that many episodes in her last season. Do you realize? I know.
Are we getting paid Oprah money though? No.
You get a car. You get a car. You get a car.
Everybody gets a car.
That's right.
You
Everybody
get
gets a car.
Like, you get a Harley.
Hey,
No,
Carrie,
Carrie, thank you so much. You're very, you know, watching your videos. You're an awesome lady. So appreciate you having us on, or you being on tonight.
Yeah, Carrie, thank you for putting up with us. Sometimes when you join us, you don't know what you're getting into. So appreciate you not hitting the leave broadcast button that's in the top right. So thank you for that. Everybody check out her channel. And, you know, Colin and Jack said it. Thank you guys for being here regularly. We will be back. Trust me. And to my two brothers, man, I appreciate both you guys. Love you. Happy Thanksgiving. Merry Christmas to everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. 2021.
See you guys in January.
Be safe. Check on a friend. See ya.
All right. Bye, guys.